Hello friends! Listen, I know why you're here. Let's get into this face beat. Let me show you how to go from this to this. This is where I do my makeup every single day. This vanity was actually Cass's. Chicken usually hangs out with me in this patch of sunlight right here as I do my makeup. Ain't that right, Jimmy? And here's my makeup desk. I just wanted to start with the disclaimer that I am not a makeup guru. I have no credentials, no qualifications. I am simply someone who absolutely loves makeup. Because I love to overly complicate things for absolutely no reason, instead of just showing you my entire face with one set of products, I'm gonna be showing you one half of my face with my favorite American products and the other half of my face with my favorite Asian products to ultimately achieve the same face beat overall. I've never done this before, so maybe both sides will look completely different. I'll be including the prices of all the products because I'm always curious about that, and I'm just gonna save you the time of Googling it. You're welcome. Also, if you're like, why does this bitch have fucking colored eyes right now? Cass, my partner, dropped my clear contacts into the sink and I need to get new ones. So we have to stick with the colored contacts. Let's clip this hair up and get into the makeup tutorial. Also, I'm adding earrings. Don't be alarmed by the sudden appearance of eyeballs. So make sure your skin is super moisturized. I used to skip washing my face and doing skincare before I would do like full beat down, and I think back to those times. It's not giving. And if you can't bring yourself to put on moisturizer, I am begging you to please at least put on sunscreen. It is so important. You don't need an expensive one. This is the one that I'm currently using. It's super cheap. Not only will sunscreen protect you from the sun and its freakishly bright UV rays, it also serves as just a super moisturizing base for all of your products to adhere to it, because essence formulas are a lot more watery, so they'll just sink into the skin and they won't have that thick layer that tends to pill underneath other products. As you can see, my skin just drank that all up and now it's moisturized and ready to go. Also, I'm still recovering from a really gnarly flu, so I'll be needing to take a lot of snot and cough breaks. I'm so sorry. I used to think that primers were a total scam. I used to be like, this is just something that the makeup industry made up so that they can get more money from me. And there's still a conspiratorial part of me that believes that that's true. But if you want a long-lasting, all-day base, you're gonna need a primer. If I am going to fight in a war and I want my face beat down to the gods, I will use her. Obviously, she is really intense and I'm not fighting a war every single day. For more casual, everyday wear, I can't find my affordable e.l.f. primer, so instead I'm pulling out this very bougie Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat Blur primer. This was from when Cass wore makeup, so this is probably like 5 years old. We're gonna use it anyway. Don't use products that are 5 years old on your face. The reason why Cass has this is because Saweetie used this in one of her makeup tutorials, and Cass was like, anything that Saweetie has, I need. You want a primer that will just minimize your pores and allow products to grip and cling on. For the Asian product side, I'm gonna be using this powdery UV cream that I found when I was in Japan. I don't even think the intention of this product is to be a primer, but it is just the most beautiful makeup base, and it doesn't cling onto any of my acne or dry patches. You can obviously stop here, but the TikTok girlies, they taught me to go the extra step. I'm gonna be going in with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. The e.l.f. one does a great job as well. And then I like slap it on my fingers. I don't know why anyone would listen to this video. Don't follow that. It's actually a tutorial on how not to do your daily makeup. And then I just slap it on. Especially my T-zone, I feel like products tend to break up. And here is my primed face. I don't know if you can tell, but she's tacky and ready for makeup. This is makeup, dude. So nosy. I feel like these days people use concealer for so many different things, like underpainting, creating different shadows and highlights and things of that nature. I just use concealer like what God intended, to conceal. And I do think that this is the best concealer on the American market. It is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I could probably honestly have her for the rest of my life and I would never finish it. I tend to have a lot of redness in this area. I like to also apply concealer there. And you can tell already how the primer is causing the product to adhere much more beautifully to my skin than if I didn't use primer. Don't mind my mustache. Let me go ahead and show you the Asian side now. I love this concealer. I've raved about it before. I just go in with my little finky. Chicken wants to get out. Excuse me. Gotta make up your mind, buddy. Watch, he's gonna wanna come in. Now that we are all perfectly concealed, time to move on to foundation. My favorite American foundation of all time is House Labs. I think House Labs is the best foundation in the American game.
She's revolutionary. She's iconic. She's that bitch. She is everything.
Oh, she's dark. I bought her in the summer, so I was tan. Oh my god, that looks so dark. I just pat her out. You can see she's just the most beautiful skin-like effect. Forehead. Wow, that's stunning. Every time I put on this product, I'm like, she is that girl. Gaga, you really did your big one on this. Thank you, Monster Mother, for all of your work. Oh. So this is half of my face. For the Asian side, you've seen her. The internet has loved her. The one. The only. Listen, there is a reason why over 40% of Japanese women use this as their only cushion foundation. I own it in literally every shade. I've never received any PR from them. They don't even know I exist. God, I wish they knew I existed. I will keep giving you all of my hard-earned money. I will be using the shade 25N Mocha. Here she is. A little goes a very long way. This is enough to cover my whole face. The excess. And then you're just gonna beat your face. I start at the top of my cheek. Once the product starts to just have a second to settle onto the skin, it just looks so airbrushed. It looks like I've applied a powder even though there's no powder. Can you tell the difference between either side? Let me bring you in close. Can you tell? I know these products look a little too tan for me right now, but I'm recovering from a horrible flu, so my face is a lot paler. Okay, so I don't want to hear shit. Moving on to the next step, powder. For many years, I used to scorn powder because I just felt like no matter what I did, it made my face look so cakey. And then I realized it's because I was using powder wrong. That's on me. But ever since I've learned how to use powder correctly, it is such a pivotal part of my routine now. I've tried high-end ones, I've tried low-end ones, and unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, because she's so expensive, Miss Charlotte, Miss Tilbury, she reigns supreme. She's at the top. I hate to say it, I'm so sorry. I've tried the dupes of her. They work fine, but I don't know what Miss Tilbury is cooking up in the lab. I don't know what deal she made with the devil. If I can open it. Motherfucker. So I'm gonna take a big floofy brush, tap the excess on your hand before touching your face. You want the lightest layer of powder. I'll show you the first half. Were you able to tell a difference? And here is half of my face. Now, for the Asian powder, let me introduce you to Miss Suhara Kinenbi. She might change your life. Okay, no, she won't. But 1,300 yen, a fraction of the price of any American powder. These Japanese powders are famous for having a marshmallow-like effect. They make your skin look so Photoshop smooth. Cut the excess off. Are you ready? Tell me you saw that shit. Dare I say I even like her more than Miss Charlotte. It very much feels like no matter how much I apply, it just doesn't get cakey. Chicken wants to come in again. God damn it, what did I say? What do you want? Chicken has joined us again. And that finishes up my base routine. Now it is time for the brows. In every other category, I would say that the products are almost indistinguishable. There's always an Asian dupe for an American product and vice versa. But the brows are where the beauty standards in America and Asia, they're just so drastically different that I have never been able to find comparable products in either category. Americans love bold, arched eyebrow. Asian beauty standards are more of a whisper of a brow. The beauty trends in Asia tend to lean towards a lighter, more natural vibe. If I'm in America, I will use my American products, and if I'm in Asia, I will use my Asian products. My favorite American brow product, y'all know her. Some of us have been victimized by her, Miss Anastasia. You're either cheering right now or trembling in fear. I understand. I use the darkest shade, which is Granite. The trick to this product is having the lightest hand ever. She has the most staying power. I also think that she looks the most natural. Thin angled brush. I just use my fingers to make it so that my brush is very flat. And then I just dip her, and you just want a hint of product. Tiniest bit. I only apply it at the tail. Following the natural arc of my brow. Use the spoolie end, just brush out the entire brow, but it looks as natural as possible. And that's it. That's all I do to my brows. My favorite brow gel is the Boy Brow from Glossier. Just creates a nice fluffiness to the brow. Done brow, not done brow. My untouched eyebrow. For the Asian brow, I traversed Asia and I was not able to find a single black brow gel. Nowhere. Everything was in this ash gray taupe shade. This is the Ramen in classic gray, which is the darkest shade that they have. What do you think of my base?
It's half.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
Which half do you like more? Cass likes the Asian half more. How can you tell?
This looks thicker and cakier. It's natural to your skin.
Not bad.
Just a hair thicker. Tell me why you shut the door and he lost it so badly that I thought he had to pee. So I took him out. He didn't have any pee in him, but I still walked him. And then I came back and he lost his shit again because the door was still closed. I was like, you don't pay rent here, bro.
Chicken is the drama. Thank you, my love. Get you a man who does your laundry. Now that our base is done, we're going to be applying eyeliner. I've been wearing eyeliner for over 13 years at this point. If I had to choose an American eyeliner, it would be the KVD tattoo liner. Even this one, I'm just okay with. I don't know if it's because I have oily Asian eyelids, so therefore I need an Asian formula, but my favorite holy grail eyeliner is the Heroin Make Super Waterproof Eyeliner. Funnily enough, I actually tried this eyeliner 10 years ago and I hated it at the time for whatever reason. Wrong opinion from me. I've probably gone through, I kid you not, 20 of these. Live, breathe, die for these eyeliners. I have a gray one, a black one, and a brown one. My eyeliner shape changes constantly just depending on my mood. I love me a felt tip. I just find that it's the easiest and most forgiving. When you have monolid eye, or rather an epicanthal fold, I have found that the best way to apply eyeliner is to make sure that your eyes are completely relaxed. That way I know exactly what my eyeliner will look like. I draw that first initial line and that's my wing. Let's do the other one, lads.
Excuse me. I miss you.
Are they matching?
Can't see.
Are they matching?
Oh yeah.
It's time for lashes. For lashes, I'm not going to be dividing the categories up into Asian versus American. Frankly, I love a whorish lash. That's not what they do in Asia. The day that I put on a natural lash, the day an angel loses its wings. All I can say with lashes is you do you. I didn't wear lashes for years and years and years just because I was so intimidated by them, and that's so fair. I think there's a very intense learning curve. I had to try a lot of different styles before I was able to find one that suited me, and now I understand that I really love a wispy kind of manga lash vibe. When I cut the lashes, it just looks way more natural than just having a huge strip. So here is what I like to stick here. D up, I'm using this lash glue. Honestly, they're all kind of the same. I know, that's a really hot take. After a couple of weeks or a month into using any lash glue, it starts to get tacky, it starts to get that white film. They're all the same. So I just use this really cheap one. I just apply that as close to the lash line as possible. It's only on the outer edges. And you can stop here if you're feeling cutesy and demure. But because of the shape of my eyes, I like to add an additional oomph by curling it. And I don't go in at the root. I usually curl it right at the edge. Can you tell the difference? 2 more individual lashes. And here are the lashes I would apply for daily wear. My eye glitter, I'm just gonna go for something super simple. I will be applying the Can Make Jewelry Shadow Veil. Oh, she's stunning. That is the glitter veil, and it just adds a little pop. And then for the American side, I'm applying Moon Dust, which is more of a chunky glitter. 2 different products, but a very similar effect. I will also just be applying it to the center. I feel like that just really opens up. Now it is time to move on to blush. For American blushes, first is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Blush and Glow palette. As you can see, there are 2 different sides. Every shade that you could possibly need, along with highlighters. I love a little cream blush moment, and she's just chef's kiss. It is very much a your skin but better, a glow from within kind of blush vibe. But on days where I want to scream, I'm here. I use either the Cheek Slime from Freck, which is a wonderful product. You know her, you love her, Miss Selena Gomez. There's a reason why everyone that you know has raved about these. I don't know what devil Miss Gomez made the deal with. I don't know who her chemists sucked off for this formula. They were cooking in that lab. I'm not gonna harp on and on and on about them, but she does eat. Blend her out. Super pigmented, beautiful formulation. Oh, she's so stunning. Oh, this palette is just... Now, for my favorite Asian blush products, the Tear My Glow Aqua Cushion Blush. Oh, the poetry I could wax about this beautiful blush product. Oh my god. Let me open her for you. Oh, she's beautiful. So stunning. Oh. It's just the most beautiful, glowy, but natural still looking blush. Oh my god, it's just stunning. I feel like a juicy peach. She's gorgeous. Asian products always really focus on the hydration of the skin, so instead of clinging onto my dry patches, it just creates this most wonderful diffusion, and it just looks so lovely. It is now time for a highlighter. It doesn't have to be a part of your routine. It doesn't have to be a part of anyone's routine, honestly. I'm still traumatized from the Becca days. If you were there, you know. So because of that, I honestly don't really love American highlighters because of the trauma of all of the glow in the 2016 era. Both of these were Cass's from back in the day. My recent trips to Asia have opened up my world to more subtle highlighters. I think that if you want to look like a radiant egg, Asian highlighters are the way to go. They're a lot more subtle. It's called Capcut. Takasho. And even though it looks like really intense, it's not nearly as blinding as American highlighters. You know what I mean? A lot more subtle. It is a very good highlighter for anyone who may just want to look like a hard-boiled egg. I just apply it here, down the tip, little bit here. Also apply it right here, top my brow bone, my cheekbones. That's highlighter. And now for my favorite part, lip products. I am a lip product addict. I love lip product. It's an addiction. It's really bad. Here's a tower of just some of my favorite lip products. Fenty has fantastic lip glosses, and I've also been absolutely loving the Makeup Forever Super Boost products. It is a moisturizing, plumping effect lip gloss. I'm a big fan of lip tints these days, and I feel like American lip products have just not caught on to tints. This is a glow oil tint. I love tints just because they leave pigmented color behind. Oh my god, it's so dark. But this lip product, interestingly enough, claims to be a transfer-proof lip gloss. The idea is that you apply the gloss and you're supposed to leave it on for a minute, and then it's supposed to be completely transfer-proof. I also should have chosen two similar lip products. Last but not least, we have setting spray, because if you really want your makeup to last all day, you gotta put on setting spray. To know her is to love her. The One Size setting spray. Mr. Patrick Star, Diva, I don't know what you did with this, but she's incredible. If I'm going to a wedding, if I am doing a photo shoot, if I need my makeup to last all day long, this is what I'm reaching for. Goes in and causes all of those layers of makeup to really sink in. You might not be able to tell on camera, but in real life, the makeup just started sinking into my skin and it looks so beautiful. For my favorite Asian setting spray, this actually isn't even meant to be a setting spray. It's actually a magic glow essence. It just leaves the most luminous, glowy finish. Look as if though you just walked into a safari with a humid climate and you just have a natural glow from within. In the most positive way, you look like you just sweat. She's gonna make you look damp, moist, rejuvenated in the best way. I hope the camera is doing it justice. Causes my makeup to sink into the skin in the most gorgeous way. Oh, I love her. Here is my makeup look. Let me release the hair. I'm gonna come back with my hair done and then I will show you the full look. Sorry, I was about to start doing my hair and Cass just handed me the most beautiful box of love I've ever seen. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. Oh, it's so good. Ah! I'll see you guys when my hair's done. And here is the finished look. Cass made me change out my earrings because they said they were really scary. So if my earrings scared you this whole video, I'm really sorry. Once again, this side is Asian products and this side is the American products. I'm gonna change out the lippy so that it's just a little more uniform. I wiped off the lip and you can see the beautiful tint.